All right, here we are with the third episode or third video of the day. Sorry. I looked up Zach Levine's name so I could talk about his 200 threes in a season record, which is the most threes a Bull has ever made in franchise history. First of all, that's crazy in a shortened season where Zach missed 11 games, but that's besides the point because I found this tweet from who I believe is a Lakers fan, which says, "I think Zach Levine could be a guy who demands out this summer." No, he doesn't want to leave. AK, I talked about this yesterday. With the Vooch trade, AK has signaled to Zach Levine that they're ready to build around him. Sure, he may be disappointed that the Bulls didn't make this playoffs this year, but you got to remember once again, Zach Levine missed 11 games of the season. This is a COVID-shortened season. I just said the YouTube no word, but whatever. It's a pandemic-shortened season, and yeah, I mean like I can talk on and on about the Bulls' future. I just mentioned in that previous episode video that you have, if you haven't watched it, check it out. It's about Patrick Williams, about how how he just took the next step in today's game against the Nets. But here it is, okay? I think Caruso's contract is coming up, isn't it? I know we have his bird rights and that helps, but I say re-signing a guy like him should be prioritized over getting a guy like Levine. Uh, I may be misinterpreting this tweet, but I is this person prioritizing Alex Caruso over an all-star in Zach Levine and like one of the top shooting guards in the league right now in Zach Levine? I don't really get that tweet. Like maybe they're saying that for like depth on the Lakers bench instead of just getting another star player, but I don't really get the point of that tweet. And then the original tweeter says, "I'm not sure how it'll work, but if Lakers have a path to get Levine, I think they very aggressively go for it." Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Zach Levine is going to be a top free agent if the Bulls don't re-sign him, which they absolutely will, and I'm like 100% sure Zach wants to come back. Condescending Lakers fan said they won't. Fans want players like that, high-level scorers making max dollars who do nothing else. Maybe they would gut depth for Beal, but not Levine. Bradley Beal and Zach Levine are the exact same player, except Zach Levine has done better this season, and Zach Levine isn't as injury prone as Bradley Beal is, and that's what the original tweeter says here. I don't see why he would leave, but yeah. Then Justin here says it's not happening, and the original tweeter once again says you'd think he signs extension this summer. Yes, either he's going to sign the extension this summer or he's going to turn down an extension and seek a max contract from the Bulls. Either way, he's staying with the Bulls. I don't know how the contract negotiations are going to go down, but I'm 100% confident that Zach Levine is staying here. Sign and trade Schroeder and add some extra. I don't know who else the Lakers would give up to match Zach Levine's value. Like I don't know what Schroeder's contract is like this year. I'm pretty sure it's like relatively expensive because he went from 6-man money to starting point guard money. A sign and trade for Schroeder will not work whatsoever. And first of all, Zach Levine's not a free agent this offseason. He's going to be a free agent next offseason. This season, he's just eligible for an extension. Yeah, and then this guy says, I don't think so based on chatter in Chicago. Seems like Zach Levine wants front office to build around him and Vooch, which I agree. That's what they're doing. Been saying AD and Braun with the consistent dynamic shooter will get them their third chip. Third chip? The Lakers are not going to win the title this year. Basically, I just made this video because originally I was going to talk about Zach Levine's 200 three-pointer record. Which is like the most in Bulls franchise history, which is amazing and crazy, honestly. I thought like someone would have broken that. But yeah, Zach Levine's not leaving. I don't know why, like Lakers fans, I've seen a lot of Lakers fans talk about this and then a lot of Heat fans as well. But then again, the Heat fans want every single person, but also don't want to give up their own players. Like, I saw some Heat fans saying like they wouldn't do a Tyler Hero for James Harden trade, which still doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, I mean, I don't think. Yeah, Zach Levine's not leaving, and even if he does leave, I don't think he's gonna ring chase. I don't think he'd take a pay cut to ring chase. He's more like a Bradley Beal kind of guy who would rather stay with this team. Like Zach Levine is extremely loyal. You got to remember that. If he wanted to leave, he would have 100% requested a trade last season or the season before, in like the Jim Boylan, the other guy, Fred Hoiberg, wild years. Like especially last year. Like last year was so bad. Like Zach LaVine very clearly did not like Jim Boylan. There's that All Star and there's that interview at the All Star game where Stephen A. or Max Kellerman. It's like it is a first take interview with them. They're like, "What do you think of Jim Boylan?" And then Zach LaVine just stays silent. He's like, "Oh yeah, I can't say anything." Like Zach LaVine's not leaving. I think this season made it very clear that we're finally out of the rebuilding phase. I take that word very lightly because whatever Garpax is doing is not rebuilding. But Zach LaVine is staying. I don't. Zach LaVine is definitely not going to the Lakers. Zach LaVine, if he wanted to leave, I don't think the Lakers would prioritize Alex Caruso over Zach LaVine, and a sign and trade for Schroeder wouldn't work. This tweet up here from Uncut Memes, this one, he's not restricted, I think, but he did say he'll decline an extension just so he can sign a max contract in the future, so he'll make more money, which I understand, and I'm sure Arturas Karnisovas, Mark Eversley are 100% ready to build around that. And yeah, I think this is my last video of the day, but hope you enjoyed the 3 videos. If you missed them, the other 2 were one is like the Etienne wide receiver thing, and the other one was Patrick Williams and like taking the next step. See ya.